Going to move into a different section here. Speaking of babies, this is the perfect transition. Now, I have to clarify, there's only one way to get pregnant. We know that, right? Lifelong vitality does not impregnate you. The cleanse, you don't get pregnant if you do the cleanse. You only get pregnant one way. But those things, I love those stories because they show pregnancy is such a way to show that everything is clicking perfectly. Think about all the things that have to go perfectly for your baby to conceive and grow and thrive. And that just shows that the body was healing and had what it needed. So anyway, I have to laugh at every time someone said, I took the cleanse and then I got pregnant. People go, wait, what happened? I don't want that. That's not what happens. So let's transition into oils for babies and beyond. So the baby's here, right? And there's so much to know when it comes to using oils on our littles. But I think these two women, if anybody can make it simple for us, give us their tips and tricks, it is these two. So I'm going to let you take it away for pregnancy.
Well, good morning, everybody. My name is Brooke Mishler, and I too am a nurse. And my oil journey started when I was pregnant. And, I knew from school and my training that you couldn't take this and you couldn't do this and you couldn't eat this. And I said, well, there's got to be something. This is crazy. This is just nuts. And that led me down this natural path, and my life has been changed forever. And I'm so thankful for it because I got to meet my bestie, Courtney, that you'll meet soon. Well, actually right now, because she's going to talk about pregnancy, right? No, I'm talking about pregnancy. Sorry. So I'm not pregnant, my brain fog, but just a busy morning. Anyway, so while I was pregnant, right, I thought, okay, I normally go for ibuprofen for joint pain. I have a joint disorder, and okay, I can't do that anymore. And so I was Deep Blue. If you've not tried it or haven't heard of it, this will be your best friend, whether you're pregnant, whether you're an athlete, whether you have arthritis, whether you like to garden, right? It doesn't matter if you're on this call right now and you're like, I don't have babies. I don't want to have babies. I may know somebody that does, but any joint pain, discomfort, stiffness, right? But when you're pregnant, your body is changing in many ways, right? Your body is stretching and growing, and yourself and a human. And so aches and pains was at the top of my list of what can I do that is safe for me and for my baby. And so the Deep Blue stick is a blend of oils that helps decrease pain and inflammation. And it has copaiba in it, which is one of the most anti-inflammatory substances on the planet. And it's in this convenient little stick that you can keep in your purse. You can have one in your nightstand, on your work desk like I do. I have them all over the house, and you just rub it on any area that is sore multiple times a day. And it just helps so much. Or restless legs, you name it, any types of muscle aches and pains. This is my go-to. And then sleep, right? We have trouble sleeping. Again, our body's doing a lot of hard work, and we're trying to keep up with our daily responsibilities. Maybe we have other children and we're tired. Mamas are tired, right? Whether you've delivered or not. And so sleep is a challenge. And Serenity soft gels are just amazing. Again, whether you're pregnant or not, or a mom or not, this can be applied to other friends as well. But getting sleep for anybody helps your body reset. You do a lot of work when you sleep. I don't have time to get too super nerdy about that, but your body is doing so much while you sleep. Rest is so important. And so getting deep, good, healthy sleep helps you, helps your baby. So Serenity soft gels, the Restful Complex, you take those, safe for you, safe for baby, and just so much healing can happen while you sleep. And then indigestion, I've had a lot of digestive issues. I don't have a gallbladder. And so my digestion will be a challenge for the rest of my life. But to naturally support that, because I used to have a bottle of Pepto-Bismol in my car, if that gives you any idea how much trouble I had. And then I was like, oh, there's aspirin in it. Oh, I can't take this while I'm pregnant. And what am I going to do? So in comes Digest Zen. It is a blend of oils that are so strong and powerful. One drop under your tongue can help with bloating and gas and indigestion. It is almost too good to be true. You're like, really, really? One drop of this? Like, for real? Yes, for real. You can even rub it on the outside of your stomach for both an external and an internal support. And then nutrition. So we know that mamas need a lot of protein, right? When they're pregnant. So 70 grams, I really struggled with that, right? So doTERRA has a protein powder. We have chocolate, we have vanilla, clean and healthy and helpful. And then greens, we don't get enough good vegetables and fruits in our diet. The greens powder is so tasty, and you can implement that in just water. You can put it in a smoothie. I give it to my toddler. It's an easy way to get the nutrients we need on top of eating good, right? But sometimes we need some extra support. So those are some really quick options for you.
All right. I am Courtney Harkema. As mentioned before, I'm going to talk to you about postpartum. So we think about it, baby is inside of us. We have that baby. We have a baby who weighs 6, 8, 10 pounds, maybe more. I don't know. We have the placenta and everything else that comes with us that is now outside of our body. We know that as our baby grows and develops, it takes up more and more and more and more room in our abdomen. Well, what happens to our organs that are inside of us? Well, they get moved and squished around too. So baby's out. Now we have all of this healing that needs to happen, not only physically from the birth, but also from just everything needing to shift back into its proper place, right? So I cannot talk enough about nourishing foods that are so easy to digest in your body, to just make it easier on your whole system, to kind of revert back to what it was before baby, right? So in those like 6 to 8 to 12 weeks of postpartum, nourishing foods. So we're not thinking like fast foods during this time, but foods like bone broth or the protein that Brooke mentioned, or soups. If you're a nursing mama, staying away from foods that cause the gas in yourself is also going to help baby, but also is just going to help yourself feel good and well, and heal from that time, that postpartum time. So staying away from like the brassicas, the kale and spinach, I hate to say it, as healthy as they are for you, those can cause so much, like, I don't know if turbulence is the right word, but just so much irritation or whatever you want to call it in your body. Speaking from experience, the broccoli, the cauliflower, again, all things that are good, but just can be a little bit, cause a little bit more gas in our systems. If you are going to eat those things, or, eating them in moderation, taking Terrazyme is going to help just break down, taking Terrazyme always, but is just going to help break down those foods in your body. So we know that, by the time we reach age 25 to 30, our body is producing less and less digestive enzymes. So adding in a digestive enzyme, especially during those postpartum times, pregnancy, postpartum time, is just going to help make things easier on your system. Listen to your body. There's so much going on, again, healing physically, emotionally, all the things. Listen to your body. If you don't feel like having people over to see your new baby, as that is, don't have people over. Like, give yourself time to heal emotionally, to heal physically, to just get used to having another baby, whether it's your first, whether it's your fifth baby, just getting time to like readjust to that with your family. Remember that healing takes time. So it took 9 months to grow that baby. Give yourself lots of grace. 9 months after, a year after, maybe even more than that, just depending on what your birth looked like, to bounce back, right? I hate that word or that term, bounce back to what you were prior to having baby. Birth changes you. Babies change you. They're the biggest blessing, but you just, you need to give yourself lots of grace throughout that healing time. Oils, quickly, just to touch on oils that are helpful postpartum, like healing emotionally. I love Magnolia, that comes in a roller. So I kept that right on my nightstand next to my bed as I'm, in bed with my baby. Magnolia or Balance just help keep things even, keep things, the emotions even, I should say, and just really support your hormones postpartum.
All right, now let's talk about those little babies, right? So going along with digestion, right? The babies, whether you're nursing or you're formula feeding, right? That's a common thing. You know, they've got digestive issues. They're crying a lot. They're colicky, right? It's a very common thing. And so doTERRA has a line of kids rollers. You can get them in a cute little set in a bag with carabiners to hook onto your diaper bag or your purse. But the number one we use in our home is Tamer. And we still use this to this day. Even though my son is 4.5, it is diluted. It is great digestive support for those little ones. And because we've all been around a baby whose tummy hurts and the mom is just, you know, like, you go crazy, you want to fix it, right? And so Tamer is a game changer. Sleep support, right? We want to help that baby calm. We want to create good sleeping habits, but it can be a challenge. And so there is a calmer roller, which we still use sometimes for tantrums or toddler moods, I call them, right? Also pre-diluted easy, because for moms, we need simple, we need straightforward. I'm not a DIYer when I have a baby, right? Like, I don't have time for that. So really, really simple. It's a great for gifts. If you know somebody that's having a baby, you're going to a baby shower, honestly, right? Survival after having that baby and helping that baby, you couldn't give them a better gift than these things. And then bath time, we talk about decreasing toxins ourselves, but obviously to a newborn baby, their skin is so sensitive, right? So I'm going to combine bath and skin together, where we want the cleanest products for these little babies, right? Our skin absorbs everything that we put on it. Same for little babies. And so as their body is still developing and their organs are still developing when they're out of the womb, it's really important we don't bombard that little baby with toxins. And so doTERRA has a bath wash, or a soap and a lotion, and then the diaper rash cream, amazing, good for rashes, good for bums, good for poison ivy on me. So lots of uses for that cream. And then skin support, lavender oil, right? Very calming. And then I use the sensitive skin carrier oil to dilute oils. Courtney's going to talk about safety, really important on little skin.
So a question that we often get is, so you're telling me that I can use these oils on my week-old baby, my 4-week-old baby, my year-old baby, whatever it is? Absolutely. My easy rule of thumb when it comes to using oils with kiddos is just dilute it down to whatever you're comfortable with. So if I was making a roller, again, these are pre-diluted. I have no hesitation using this on a day-old baby. But diluting it down, if I was making a roller myself, I would probably do 10 to 15 drops of whatever oil, and then top the rest with a fractionated coconut oil, some sort of carrier oil, whatever it is. But you're the mom, you get to choose. So if you want to do 5 drops in a roller because you're just a little bit more hesitant when it comes to using, I don't know, whatever oil you're using, dilute it down more. My oldest has some sort of sensitivity to certain oils, so we dilute it down with him, whereas my younger 2 seem to have no sensitivity when using oils. And I don't have to dilute it down as far with them. So watch your kids, just learn it as you go, dilute it down to whatever you personally feel comfortable with. And then oils to avoid during pregnancy would be your clary sage. So with that, clary calm, the roller, jasmine, tulsi, holy basil, and then hyssop. Those can all cause uterine contractions. Now, I'm also going to tell you that I am a firm believer that your body will not go into labor until it is ready to go into labor, period. So use them with caution. Don't use them. That's my thought. So, and then we put together 2 different carts, a cart for a mama, a cart for a baby, just some simple, easy things. Now I could come up with probably 100 different reasons for several different products. I would say that these are kind of my go-to survival kits postpartum. Brooke talked about the Deep Blue Stick, Magnolia for those big emotions. With that, the adaptive capsules, we did not talk a ton about those, but we think about that roller coaster of emotions. Adaptive and the Copaiba soft gels are going to be huge support for that. I'm still even taking that just a year postpartum, learning how to adapt and thrive as a mama with 3 kids. But Copaiba is also an anti-inflammatory, so going to help your body heal internally. Terrazyme to break down those foods, You have to be taking your lifelong vitality supplements. Again, I could go on and on and on. The babies, Brooke talked about the lotion, the bath wash or body wash, the diaper rash cream, and then the little rollers there, Tamer for digestive support, the Calmer for bedtime support, emotional support. Stronger is a must, especially walking into the fall, winter seasons to support good immune systems. And then the Breathe essential oil to help open up those airways when we're experiencing any kind of respiratory distress. So there you have it.
Can I just say, not pregnant, don't have infants or babies, and I use all of these products on a weekly basis. So I just want to be clear, everything that you learned here today, while it's set up for mamas, pregnant mamas, and babies, like the doTERRA baby lotion is amazing. And I love that it's in a pump, and that's on my nightstand next to my bed. The diaper rash cream we use all the time for bug bites and burns. And like, it's, my kids are 6 and 10, 7 and 10 and 4, and they get so much diaper rash cream on them. They have no idea. So anyway, I just laugh when we go through this because this is so applicable to anybody. Thank you so much.